Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Fantasy Booking AEW here on the ZOP Gaming channel.
Very good. Very good.
It's a network. I'm Adam. I'm Tim.
I'm Tim?
No, I'm Tim.
Yeah, but you said you were Adam
who?
too. And you're Adam Tim? Hello, Mr. Tim. How are you today?
Wow. All right. So I messed up. Deal with it. We have a stack card we have to deal with, Adam.
I thought that only happened in SWA.
Nope, we have a stack card here on Dynamite, too.
Oh, all right.
So, why don't we run through the dark matches? Adam, why don't you take the first two?
All right. It's the big-time players, and they are taking on a returning local enhancement talent, the Karens.
Who are the big-time players?
That's a very good question, Tim.
Becky Lynch and Sasha Mercedes, or formerly Sasha Banks.
Okay, Becky and Sasha. They take on the Karens. A lot of the match is just the four of them trying to figure out who's in charge.
Okay. Who wins?
That would be the big time players.
Okay. All
They
right,
mostly-
so our second dark matchup.
They
What?
won purely by figuring out that the ref was actually in charge of the match.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Our second match is a singles match. Adam Page taking on a newcomer, Steve Jobser.
Okay.
Steve has a weird look about him. I'm trying to figure out who can wrestle in a turtleneck and tight jeans.
Okay, I'm assuming Adam Page wins here as well.
Oh, absolutely. He buckshot lariat Steve right out of his loafers.
Okay, so why don't you pick the third dark match as well?
All right, that's Prince Balor and the Blackheart Club. Tim, who are the Blackheart Club?
The Blackheart is Shotzi Blackheart and Gentleman Duke.
All right, and they're taking on Steve Gates and the ex-boxers. No, not that Steve Gates. He's too rich to be here. This is his last name is spelled Gaits.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Prince Balor and the Blackheart Club win,
Oh, of course they do.
or in other words, the OG Build Club.
Yes, of course.
All right. Now we have our dark matches out and got some wins on our talents because that's what our dark matches are there for.
Exactly.
We're going to move on to the opener, and the opener is Serena Deebs comes out and issues an open challenge again. She will give anyone a chance to make a name by defeating her. She says she's getting tired of running through the riffraff of AEW.
Ooh, boo.
AZM, or Zumi from Stardom, comes out and accepts the challenge by slapping Deeb.
Somebody needed to
right
do
in
it.
the face. It slaps her. So, going to that first matchup, Deeb assaults AZM and brutally beats her up. Several times it appears she had AZM beat, but Serena just didn't finish her to continue the beating. AZM fires up, shows she is not close to being done. Everything Deebs tries to get back into control, AZM is ready for. She even counters the detox and shoves her into the corner, hits a spear, then went for Azumi Tsuchi, and I just lost myself. But Deebs breaks free, connects with a chop block to AZM's knee, and locks in the detox. AZM screams but doesn't tap out. She slowly crawls to the ropes and grabs it. The ref calls for Deeb to break. This only pisses her off. She kicks Azumi's hand off, pulls her back away from the ropes, and goes to locking the detox. But Azumi kicks her in the face and gets back up first. Deeb ducks and grabs her from behind, but Azumi hits a few back elbows, grabs Deeb's head, and kicks up and over, connecting with the Asai DDT, or Sade del Sol, and pins her for the win. Azumi, or AZM, is your winner.
She has Serena Deebs has finally been defeated.
Deeb cannot. We go right to after the matchup. Deeb cannot believe she lost. She goes to attack Izumi, but as AZM rolls out of the ring before she can and celebrates on the way up to the stage. So, well, this is what happens when you only challenge untalented or greener wrestlers to this open challenge. When you get someone who's actually a vet in this business, someone who's been wrestling for 10 years, you're gonna... So, that's on Deebs. She should have known better.
Exactly.
So, Adam, why don't you take the next segment and match?
All right. Up next, we're headed to the back, to the locker rooms, where the OG Bullet Club is together. AJ addresses the club about war games, and he wants to send a message to the elite, why they are the best. AJ says he knows they will all want in on the match, and there are 5 people for each team. Well, normally, this War Games is going to have 6. The Good Brothers interrupt and say they will not be in the match. AJ looks shocked when he asks why. Doc and Carl walk out. Whoa. Ooh. All right, well, let's get back to the ring because it's time for a singles match. Cody Rhodes taking on the ever impressive John Silver.
Johnny Hungy?
He's always... what's most impressive is his hunger.
Yes, it is.
For so many things. So, Cody dominates Silver early, but then starts to get cocky and doesn't take Silver seriously. His mistake is clear after hitting the disaster kick. Silver gets right back up, tosses Cody around as Johnny Hungy gets hungrier. Cody gets the upper hand again, and when he manages to hit a low blow after ripping the turnbuckle pad off as Silver pulls him away. Cody connects with a crossroads and pins Silver. Silver kicks out at 2. Cody gets pissed and connects with 2 more for the win. Cody gets the win over Silver. Does take 3 crossroads, though. Cody grabs the mic.
And a low blow.
Yeah, yes.
And a low blow.
And a low blow, yes.
Yep.
Cody grabs the mic and... Yes, what?
Take the segment.
Cody grabs the mic and says, Gordon, they will face off again soon, and he will make sure to end his career.
Cody does not like Flip Gordon.
No, he doesn't, but he keeps losing to him.
Yeah, he does. So we'll see. All right, our next matchup is the Raven Goths taking on Red Velvet and Tiffany Knives. This is basically just a squash match for the Raven Goths. They dominate them and get a quick win. After the match, Bea Priestley and Priscilla Kelly celebrate when they are attacked on the stage by the AEW World Women's Tag Team Champions, Bad Reputation. Zoe and Leah beat them down and screaming they don't stand a chance at beating them. So... Yes, it was decided earlier in the night, we forgot to mention, that Raven Goths will be the number 1 contenders in challenging Bad Reputation for the titles at Double or Nothing.
Oh my God. I can't wait.
So, apparently the Bad Reputation doesn't think they're going to beat them, but who knows?
You know.
All right, Adam, since this is your boy, why don't you take this next segment?
All right. Will Ospreay praises himself for proving that he is better than the King. Ricochet cuts him off and says that he beat him. It sounds like they're just going to go back and forth. Will says he has 2 straight victories over him. Ricochet's that's true, and see if he can do it 3. Ricochet challenges Ospreay for the TNT Championship at Double or Nothing in a Crossroads match. Lio Rush comes out. What?
That's an Ultimate X match. I just changed the name.
Oh, okay. All right. Lio Rush comes out and says he's beaten Ricochet at Revolution. If anyone should get a shot at the championship. So Lio Rush throwing his hat in. Tyler Black shows up and interrupts from the screen saying he's beaten the champion and it will be him. Will says that he has a match slot for an open challenge. He's giving it to Ricochet and Lio. The winner he will face at Double or Nothing. Next week he will face Tyler Black for the TNT Championship. Ooh.
Okay, so Will's playing ball here. He's going like, I had a match for a spot, but I'm going to give it off to see who should I face or who the champion should face at Double or Nothing.
Exactly.
So, good there. Why don't you take match number 4, Matt? I mean, Adam. Why am I calling you Matt?
I don't know. So Pac and Matt Sydal face off in our 4th match. This is good back and forth flippy match. Each trying to do something a little better. Matt Sydal caught up in the one-upsmanship, backflipping out of Pac's kick. Pac looks to take his turn, but then blasts him with a powerful clothesline. He assaults Sydal and connects with Black Arrow and locks in the Brutalizer for the win.
Okay.
Jeez.
Another win for Pac right there.
Yes. And after the match, Pac refuses to release the Brutalizer when Darby Allin runs down to make the save. Pac releases and rolls out of the ring to avoid Allen's kick at his head. Pac is not happy and seems he's going to storm the ring, but doesn't.
Okay. So, the last few weeks, Pac has been constantly attacking his opponent or leaving him in the Brutalizer after the match. So,
yes.
Let's say Darby Allin has had enough of that. So
I mean, I'm surprised more people haven't taken offense to it.
I know. But, alright, so we're going to move on to match number 5. It's the Lucha Bros taking on Private Party. This matchup is good, with Private Party getting more control, working over Rey Fenix's leg. The hot tag allows Penta to come in, run wild. They win with the package driver diving stomp. Your winners, the Lucha Bros.
Good for them.
And then we're going to go to the back locker room again. This time we're in the Elite Bullet Club's locker room. Kenny tells the Elite that in 2 weeks they will show why they are the true Bullet Club. He has picked 5 others who will join him. He names Matt and Nick, who cut him off. They say pick others because they have no desire or need to be in this match, and they walk off.
The 2 tag teams from the Bullet Clubs has walked away.
Well, they've made their peace apparently.
I guess so.
I have heard for a fact that Doc and Gallows did get that basket with the joints and all that lotion.
I did hear that Brandon Cutler was the one that had to deliver it.
No, the stipulation, the Bucks had to hand it to them. Brandon Cutler could buy the weed because they just couldn't. They couldn't buy it.
Yeah.
But they could hand it to. They had to hand it to him, and they did. So it seemed like they're good. So they don't want to be in this matchup. That's what it seems like. That's what I'm hearing.
Could be.
So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out by the end of the night for sure. But for right now, we know 2 tag teams from both groups are not going to be in that matchup.
I'm surprised.
So let's move on to match number 6. Adam, you can take this one.
All right, it's a number 1 contender for the TNT Championship. Lio Rush taking on Ricochet. Rush attacks Ricochet in the back and takes him to the ring. He refuses to let him gain any momentum, so he wrestles more technical. After hitting a Rush Hour and Ricochet kicking out, Rush takes more risks, which backfire. Ricochet takes control, hitting a dive outside. Rush fails at the Rush Hour and eats a 630. Giving Ricochet the win.
There we go. Ricochet has advanced to Double or Nothing. And we can confirm at this time, we're getting something in the back. That matchup, whoever the TNT champion is, will face Ricochet in a Crossroads or Ultimate X matchup.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
Yes, it is. All right, so we're in the backstage. MJF says thanks to the war between Bullet Clubs, his World Championship match will come next week. He's noticed how AJ has been silent on the match. That's because he knows, like everyone else knows, that he's better than him and knows it. Before he can continue, CM Punk walks in and laughing. Punk says he's not a huge fan of Styles, but to think MJF believes he is better than the Phenomenal One is hilarious. MJF says yes because he is the best in the world, and he knows it. Punk can name 5 others who have the right to claim that title, and yes, he is number 1. Punk to himself, clearly.
Of
Punk
course.
says he might crack the top 50 if he somehow wins the world title next week. Punk walks off. Aye.
Aye. Are we going to get a Punk MJF feud at some point?
We'll see. But so our next matchup, I think I'm going to take this one because I know how much you do not like this woman. No, you can take it. I know you love this woman.
It is time for one of my favorite female wrestlers, Big Mama Pump, Jordynne Grace taking on Chelsea Green.
It's Big Mama Thick.
Oh, that too.
It's
Thick
Big
Mama
Thick.
Pump. Back and forth the match goes with Jordynne showing her power and eventually winning, locking in the Thick Mama Pump. So she locked herself in? I mean, I'm just kidding. The winner,
there you go. Jordynne Grace getting a big victory there. I'm sure you're happy about that, Adam.
I am. It's great.
Take the segment after, too.
All right, backstage, Mayu is seen in front of a monitor watching Grace's match, looking impressed.
Okay. Well, last week, Big Mama Thick herself came out to watch Mayu's match, so...
Maybe.
We might be getting something there.
I mean, mutual respect is always a good thing.
We are going to the ring. Tony Schiavone is in the ring, and he calls out the leaders of each Bullet Club. Kenny, then AJ. Around the ring is surrounded with security with plenty inside to make sure there's no violence or anything between them.
There's no funny
Tony
business,
says he
guys.
will go over the official rules for War Games. With each leader will announce their team. The rules. The teams of War Games are picked. 2 6-person teams, 3 men, 3 women. Eliminations happen after 3 team members from each team have entered the cage. Now remember, this is a double ring.
Yes.
So there's plenty of room for all of them. The winner is declared by a total elimination or a team leader being pinned or submitted. Tony looks to AJ to announce his team, but Kenny snatches the mic and says the real Bullet Club leader will go first. Kenny announces himself, Adam Cole, Kevin Steen, Rio, and Yuka Zawazaki. Kenny says the third woman he's still working on, but she will be revealed before Double or Nothing. AJ does not look impressed. Kenny tosses him the mic, and AJ says himself, Thunder Rosa, Hangman Adam Page, Prince Balor, Shotzi Blackheart, and Jessamine Duke. Tony then says next week, one member from each team will go off in a beat the clock challenge where the other team's Bullet Club will pick their opponent. Whoever wins their match the quickest gets the advantage in War Games. However, if one of the team members loses their match, they automatically forfeit. The other team automatically gets the advantage.
Oh, all right.
To prevent interference and attacks beforehand, if any attacks or injury comes to that other person having a match, the Bullet Club team that's responsible loses one member from their team at Bullet Club and loses the advantage.
Oh, my.
So we're going to make sure these are fair matches. Now, Adam, why don't you take our feature contest in the closing angle?
All right, time for the main event. The House of Black, Malakai Black and Sammy Guevara taking on Santana and Ortiz. The match is very Malakai Black. I'm sorry, what? The match is Tim. Come on, bud.
I know, I'm sorry. It's more Malakai Black. It's basically a 1-on-2 for the most part.
Okay. Very much just Malakai Black taking on Santana and Ortiz. Sammy stands alone on the apron. When he finally tags in, he goes to attack Ortiz but stops. Santana comes in and they try to talk to Sammy. It works, and he turns to face Malakai in the apron. He comes in and Sammy backs up. He grabs Santana and throws him out of the ring and springboards onto him. Back in the ring, Black has Ortiz out with the unholy blessing and tells him to pin him. Out of fear, he does. And your winners, Sammy Guevara and Malakai Black.
Well, apparently Malakai Black has some kind of control over Sammy, or mostly fear at this point. I don't know about that ritual.
He needs to go back to the Red Room and work with Sammy a little bit more. Clearly, they're working through something together.
Clearly, but you're okay with Malakai Black abducting Sammy, using control over
I
him?
don't. Sometimes when people have a problem, you need to take choices away from them so that they'll be better in the long run.
All right, so why don't you take that closing angle?
All right. Well, in the parking lot, Kevin Steen walks to his car when he sees fake El Generico with a poorly made mask. Kevin asks him if his beating last week was not enough. He beats him up before getting into his car and leaving. Fake El Generico, keep getting beat up, man.
Yeah, I guess, but well, I'm assuming one of these days they'll figure out that you should not mess with Jericho with Kevin Steen.
I just don't. The man fights. That's all he's there for.
Yeah, the man kills.
Yes.
Steen kill, Steen kill. Remember that?
Well, I mean, that's
They only cleaned it up because PG.
Of course.
And his name was Owen. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is this week's episode of Dynamite on Fantasy Booking AEW. Next week's episode will be the go home show to Double or Nothing. Comment down below what you think is going to happen. Who will get the advantage in War Games? And Adam, why don't you close us out?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out this week's episode. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, ring that bell to get all the notifications, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, everybody.